G'day, we're down at Woodford again. So like mentioned in previous videos, it's owned by a security zone, and this farm is owned by SRA to look at all the diseases in the Queensland sugarcane industry. So what we're standing in here is one of the smut rating trials. So a few growers have asked how it actually occurs. What we've got here is 5 plants, and they're all the same variety from the same source that have actually been inoculated with smut. So basically the billets have been dunked in a bucket full of spores, and then they're planted out in the field to be rated how they react to that. So Maddie, do you want to show us what we're looking at here?
So we have a lot of different symptoms. We have a grassy stool with no whip. We have a stool with one whip and only one growing point. And then we have another stool with several whips, but a couple of perfectly growing stalks. So everything varies in this short little.
So I think that's one of the interesting things about smut. A lot of the time a rating comes out with a particular number, but all these plants are exactly the same variety, treated the same, and yet you've got, you know, this one here and this one that have been infected somewhat, but not terribly, right down to this one here, which again is exactly the same plant source infected the same way. So I guess what that means in the field is smut is not an exact science, that you can get varieties that are susceptible and they might perform okay sometimes, and then you might even get resistant varieties that might throw a whip every now and then. So just a good example of in practice how the ratings are actually calculated, and you can see that there's variability even in this experiment.
And this is replicated amongst the blocks.
Yeah, so I think Nicole from SRA was saying there's about 500 different varieties in this block around here, and SRA staff are actually out today rating all of them from all the plant breeders across the whole state of Queensland.